ZX start. Maybe not shift. As we learned from me doing Castlevania recently, you don't want to actually do shift because that is perhaps asking for sticky keys to come in constantly and endlessly. Well, anyway. Really pulling me away from Kill la Kill? Why are you watching Why are you watching Kill la Kill now and not like 20 years ago when it first came out? Come on, I got this. Nope, it's invincible, unfortunately. I don't even know what to say. Well, anyway. It's okay, Kill la Kill is bad. I don't believe that. That inspired the little PogChamp meme. For people watching this not in 2020, Little PogChamp was one of the few things that we used to wrench our attention away from the 2020 elections, the most major thing to happen this year. Anyway, what are we even talking about here? I don't know. Anyway, we're playing Control. Now, from what I remember, I was doing the Blackrock Quarry stuff last and not doing super great. So that's going to be... See my comments on the Messenger? Also, I love that you're playing that. Well, at least there's one person. I don't like that game. Anyway, continuing on here. Talking about current events? I mean, I can talk about more current events. Let me go... here, give me 1 second. What do we got? If I go load up... of course, the only news source that I trust, Fox News. There was a... let's not read that one. Somebody stalking Cuomo? Huh, that's interesting. COVID vaccine causes side effects if you've had cosmetic work done. That's interesting. Trump doubles down on $2,000 coronavirus check demand. Okay. Oh, the Hall of Famer Casey Jones died. I don't know who that is, but that's tragic. That's unfortunate. FAA briefly halts flights to Nashville. Pope weighs in on corona. Let's see what the Pope has to say on the coronavirus vaccine. Pope Francis made a Christmas Day plea for authorities to make COVID-19 vaccine available to all, insisting that the first in line should be the most vulnerable and needy.
You've got goals?
Oh, no, get out of here. This is probably some sort of DMCA
We've got connections.
Nonsense. I can't figure out how to turn it off. So I'm just close the browser. Well, that's all the current events for today. Anyway. Casey Jones died? Who will help the Turtles now? I mean, look, if you're just a dude with a hockey mask, like, they should have known that he was not long for this world. I'm just saying. It's not like it was a big surprise. That shouldn't have been a big surprise, and I'm sure they probably were they had already mentally prepared themselves for such an eventuality. I'm just saying. Look, they're going up against... Well, I guess they're actually just also going up against totally normal humans, so... Maybe it's not that much of a comparison. Man, this guy. Maybe it's not that much of a comparison, considering that they are Super Ninja Turtles, but, you know. It is also one of those things, like... Good shooting. Oh, okay then. All right. The Pope media manager was linking NSFWs on Instagram, by the way. I assume it wasn't the actual Pope. I would also assume that's not the actual like Twitter account for that. You know. His superpower was that he was the Boston douchebag. Fair enough. I mean, it's not really a superpower. Being Bostonian does not mean that you're... Oh, thank you, Rex, by the way. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Enjoy your present. Thank you. Here, let's see what Twitch has to say for thanking. Well, there we go. Anyway. Being Bostonian just gives you the power of the East Coast, which is, I guess, shipping routes, favorable fishing conditions, a baseball team that apparently is pretty good, but I don't know. I don't watch baseball. Who watches baseball? I tell you. frankly, we should just be retiring the sport at this point in time, right? Right? You know, y'all know what I'm saying here. Hot takes on baseball, of sport I know nothing about. Anyway. Takes talent to be an idiot from one of the largest college towns ever. I don't know. It's more than just a college town. It also has shipping, like I said. Oh, I have the wrong gun out. Should probably... what was the thing to change the style of weaponry? I still did not do anything. Man, I don't think I should be using that gun at all. I am still far too much of a novice. How do you change weapons again? Because I have entirely forgotten. G is the menu. That's not helpful. Well, okay, let's take a look here. Here, I can just change it manually, I suppose. Well, here. I'll figure this out later. Yeah. I cannot aim. I also cannot... yeah, I've entirely forgotten the controls here. Let's take a look. Toggle your shoot. How do shoot? Switch weapon is F. Okay. Anyway. Controls is the name of the game. I was also talking about controls earlier. Specifically that which comes about as a result of PC developers not knowing how to create stuff for... or people developing on PC, but not actually apparently planning that people will play their game on PC. Wow, really? Okay, then. Now when I switch the weapon again, can I do it one more time so as not to be using the sniper rifle for like 5 seconds here? Come on. Okay. Still not enough to kill me, but that's fine. Okay. Anyway. Really ignoring me here? Okay. Well, let's see what you got to say. I'll read all of your messages here. I mean, we have some of the best hospitals in the world, too, but, you know, in Massachusetts? I don't really know what that means exactly. G is the menu. Well, I was clearly trying... Clearly, the menu is not what I'm looking for if I'm trying to switch controls. I was looking for the normal menu, which is escape, as it is in a lot of games. F is for swap forms in battle. I mean, yeah, I figured that out already. That's not entirely... It wasn't entirely necessary to tell me that now. Thinking can only change them at a control point? I don't actually know. I mean, clearly I can change it in the middle of battle, as we've seen before. Now then. Okay, there we go. You damn ass. You should have known that when you typed that out. Ignoring me. Anyway, hey, thank you, Hypixian. Will episode 2... when will episode 2 of Control... Episode 1 of Control hasn't come to YouTube. It came to YouTube for like 5 seconds, and I deleted it because I didn't like it. Just, yeah, you're right. I've entirely lost the route that I was trying to take here. Nope, and I still don't remember. And now I'm just going around in a circle once again. It's been a while since I played the game here. Getting kind of, not kind of real mixed out. Yeah, but I managed to watch it while it was up. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. No, I went all the way back to the original point again. Oh, man. Okay. Look, just give me a second here. The phrase I always use, gotta get like a burner round in or two before actually playing the game. Hi, Pixie and how Christmas is going well. I'm spending it alone. Well, to be honest, not an unusual thing for a lot of people, I would say. Give like a call to your parents or other loved ones or... Oh? What's all this then? Some sort of research. I don't know. Now, that is just me going around the same circle again. And it's not this area, is it? It's like... No, I can grab stuff through the door, which is kind of silly. I've entirely forgotten like what the point of the game I was at now is. Is there something up here that I need to interact with? You accidentally accepted a bounty? Oh, that's what that is. His node sounded like a different thing to do. But, well, I guess I might as well go do that while I have no... Unless you just want to watch me run around in circles here for the time being. Alright, come on now. I mean, I suppose I can do that, if that's what the most interesting way of doing this would be. Okay. Send me to... What is it? The research? I think they said central research, right? His node seemed like a war crime of some kind. I mean, I don't know. Whenever I see node in a video game, I always think of the nerd line from Metal Gear Solid 2, of course. Are you recording? No, this is just going to be a casual type of stream here. I see you're holding for a yeet build? Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing the entire time here. The automatic aiming of the throws is a lot more friendly to my general skill level in these sort of games. You know how it is. You want to share some final thoughts on Omicron? You know, I'm a little bit disappointed that I wasn't able to talk as much about the like ridiculously terrible morality of the game, because I was kind of like booking my way through it as fast as possible. But it is still like the fact that the main character is supposed to be you, as in like you, the player, and the way that they do not have any option to do a lot of things that isn't just straight up murder people all the time is just like one of the more, I guess I would almost say, charming points about the game. How it's so one-sided in how you're supposed to view everything. It's pretty great. But of course, it's like, yeah, needless to say, the worst part about that game was just how it was so incredibly unfinished. And it's just, like, not that good in general. The whole demon twist we talked about a lot being just terrible. Just terrible. And, like, although you didn't really see it too much in... Is there supposed to be, like, more stuff spawning? Kind of expected that. Destroy the hiss... okay, I'm supposed to be destroying some sort of nodes around here. That's what they meant by that. I thought the hiss nodes were like that style of enemy or something. Nah, whatever. I'll figure it out, I suppose. No. Means I guess I am doing a lot more searching around than I thought I was going to be doing. Alright, Darkest Dungeon is free on the Epic Store? Oh yeah, go play Darkest Dungeon. That's a good game. We're going to eventually have Darkest Dungeon 2 coming out at some point in time. Should I get Fallout 4 or Final Fantasy 15? I've been thinking about it all day, and they both look amazing. I would probably go with Final Fantasy 15. That would be more my style, but I mean, I guess I can't necessarily say one way or another. It's just, I think the Fallout 4 is, I mean, it's fine. Messy. If you want to really get into the modding scene, I think that would probably be one of the more worthwhile one to get. But if you're just thinking, hey, I want to play through the campaign, would go with Final Fantasy 15. Of course, it's like the modding scene, I think, is really the reason why a lot of people want to get into Bethesda games for the most part. It is expansive and varied. All right, and I cannot see this guy at all. Final Fantasy 15 is kind of ass. I mean, it is, of course, like one of those games that just like took like 20 years to develop, and then when it finally came out, it was still pretty rough. So, oh, come on now. Oh, come on. I also didn't have any psychic energy there, I see. Because that's the best way to take out these guys. Here we are. Destroy hiss nodes. It doesn't say exactly how many or what. And those are the things that look like... Oh, boy. Yeah? Can everybody stop cornering me on the stairs? That's the hardest place for me to deal with enemies right now. Well, anyway. Oh, it's like choosing between two poisons. I don't know. I kind of like Final Fantasy 15. Like I said, I do think that you... Can I, like, completely whiff that entirely? Oh, man, that's embarrassing. I think Final Fantasy 15 has some fun stuff going on with it. Especially after playing Final Fantasy 6 recently. It's like I got a lot of good favor to the series, after all. Quite enjoyed that game. And... Man, that guy. He's got like one hit left. Okay, there we go. All right, I thought I was going to get him on the backswing there. That's unfortunate. Not too big of a deal, though. My favorite is Final Fantasy X. I've been watching a playthrough of Final Fantasy X recently, and it's like, yeah, that's not a bad game at all. I remember being kind of like, on it when it first came out, but I think that was, of course, you know, people just being really, fanboyish about, like, you know, Final Fantasy VI and even 8 that had come out, at least in recent memory, during the time that was first released. Besides, it's like, at that point in time, I was also young enough that it's like, I don't fucking know anything about those games. You know, that sort of deal. So I was just kind of going with, yeah, whatever everybody else says. That sort of thing. It's a good game, though. 12 was pretty good in retrospect. I don't remember 12 at all. That was a point in time that I was just like, I really am not entirely sure about what's even going on in the series anymore. At least people were talking about, you know, some of the other Final Fantasies enough that I could kind of keep up with what was going on. But I remember by the time 12 came out, I was just like, I don't know. Didn't grow up on console RPGs? Too bad. I grew up on both. So... I got the best of all worlds, baby. Pretty close to finishing this, but it's like, where would be the place that they're hiding the rest of them? Probably down on, like, the main floor, I'd say. And you, and... Oh. Ammo. I really like Final Fantasy 15. This was stuff very obviously unfinished. You know, I said... Speaking of Omicron again, it's like I was saying... Oh, there it is. I was saying that it's like... You, not the first time I have seen a very unfinished game in that way. Not going to be the last time. Really should just, like, make a game with the resources you have, not the resources you want, you know? There are so many examples strewn throughout history in so many different ways of people reaching for the stars and then getting like 1/10 of what they actually wanted to get in the end. It's like budget out stuff and then work around it. Besides, I do think that it's also true for just an awful lot of media that it's like the limitations can sometimes be some of the best parts about it. Bottle episodes being some of the most memorable in a lot of series, as well as just like inventive ways to mess around with like what you can do, what you want to do with what you actually can do. Besides, it's interesting to think that it's just like, yeah, you would go really over budget on like a Final Fantasy game, but it's like, I know you want to get it like AAA as possible, but you would think that it's like, you know, we can kind of go a little bit cheaper and it'll still be perfectly acceptable in the eyes of our fans. At least that's the way that I would see it. I don't know. MC was supposed to be Bosch. Oh, yeah, with Vaughn. I mean, Vaughn being the pretty prototypical type of Final Fantasy hot-blooded shonen protagonist character. All that sort of thing. Oh. I don't even know how I missed that one. But hey, got it. Nice. Well, at least Cyberpunk sold well, so they might be able to afford what they promised. I don't know. I mean, I always think of Capcom with, like, the Capcom promises in that way. The Capcom tests. Where it's like, hey, we might make a new Resident Evil game like the remake if people buy a lot of that. And then they're like, okay, let's make RE0. And it's like, well, that's disappointing. Or when they re-release that and then they re-released RE0. It's just a lot of really fun stuff. Where it's like, just because they're making money doesn't necessarily mean that... Where's the nearest point to teleport, by the way? I think it's up here. They follow the JRPG formula too much with Final Fantasy 15? Well, yeah, but they didn't have turn-based battles, so, you know. Oh, there was one extra one, I guess. Cool. Now, is Dimensional Research someplace where I had a... I'm trying to just think of where a fast travel point is right now, like the nearest one that I can find. I think, unfortunately, that's going to be like... no, not here. One of these areas, certainly. Cyberpunk will end up being fixed. It's just going to take a long time. The reputation might not recover. But, I mean, No Man's Sky did it. I don't know. I still think that a lot of people were super totally okay with everything Cyberpunk had to offer. Even though it was, of course, like rough and janky. It's like, was it really all that much worse than even like a lot of the Witcher games at launch? Like, I think that it really is not as different from a lot of other launches of games from that studio as you might think. Way worse? I don't know, man. I played the first Witcher game. All right, let's just go back to the executive sector. I enjoy the main problems are that they lied to the console players too much. Oh, yeah, that's a rough one. It was also, I mean, yeah, that's the other thing that you got to remember is that it was in development for like 7 years. The expectations could not be more than sky high. Not surprised that CD Projekt cannot do gameplay well. I mean, the gameplay, from what I understand, was fine. It's just the jankiness. But it's like, yeah, I played the first Witcher game entirely. I was making references to that in Omicron. Games always ship with bugs, but they should be able to run on consoles. I guess, like, yeah, anybody that I had seen play the game was all on PC comparatively, so I didn't really get to see that sort of wackiness. It is, it was pretty much what pre-production started in 2012 and full-on development started in 2016. Yeah, but it's like we've known about it for how long here? I remember people just like about to... was the Black Rock Chamber. Quarry entrance, yeah. 20 FPS at best is kind of unacceptable for an FPS. Well, unless you're making one on the Nintendo 64, which... I don't know, like I said, I do think that a lot of should work with your limitations. I mean, I remember that it's like that was the exact in Omicron, since we're just going back to that a whole lot. Hey, I just finished the series. What can I say? Still on the mind. That it's like basically that was the game that I was really thinking of when I was thinking that, yeah, you should be... That's probably going to be the next kind of unfinished game that gets released, that is a major release. Still, it's just like, I think that aside from, like, yeah, gameplay issues or whatever, that in general, it seems, at least as far as I can tell, that CD Projekt Red delivered on what they were trying to do. Still not the place that I was going. Oh, right, I'm remembering now. There's like some sort of, you're jumping up here across first-person shooter platforming, or third-person in this case. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Yeah, that's why there's that little area up there to go through. Okay, I remembered where I'm going. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe a little bit. All right. Oh yeah, and there's this the entrance to the underground sewery area in Dark Souls 2. the gutter? It's called the gutter, right? Well, anyway. Yes, I'm remembering this now. Okay. Why is the CD Projekt Red allowed the, oh, boy. Wasn't even, oh, I was taking damage because of the mold, wasn't I? Ah, dang. Not to be launched on consoles, but not on Microsoft and Sony. I don't even know like what the situation was with the whole console releases for that game, though. Moldy boy. Major FPS issues be the first to get fixed. The first patch to get certification. I don't know. It's also something that they should have known that they couldn't really. I guess you can't roll back like, hey, we're going to be releasing it on consoles then. Ah, well. Where's our Miku? What do you mean? You don't need a Miku. We've already seen Miku. Miku's does not need to come out every single stream, as you know. I mean, I guess I can put it out if you want. We're the person that suggested this game in the first place. I keep saying suggested as if it wasn't forced me to play. Anyway. Oh, wait, not that image. I could have that, but, no. Where is this? Oh, God. Here's images that I got from when I was playing Puss. Oh, there's the Modron. Okay, come on. Where's Miku? Picture of a crow. That's closer, but that's not the exact Miku. Oh, here we go. Transparent wig. And all the way in the corner. But yeah, that was that picture of the Modron that I was talking about on the last Dead Cells. That's the OG one. The more modern ones have less stupid designs. When you will play Undermine, probably after I'm done with Hades, unfortunately. Gotta work my way through that one. Been putting it off for a while, trying to focus on other games that I don't want to play, basically. Messenger. I'm talking about the Messenger. Anyway, Joyeux Noël. Joyeux Noël to you too. Feliz Navidad and all that. Ho, ho, ho. Happy Christmas. Now, where was the thing that was shooting at me before? Yeah, I get it. I don't want to be over on the bottom there, but still. Oh, there's something. Something's shooting something. I suppose I should probably just go, right? No? Is it this area? I guess do I need to like just run through? I don't remember what this section was. Messenger is cool. Boys do a ridiculous amount of damage when they're sniping. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going from this point. And getting sniped by dudes is not really... That's a secret area? Ah, dang it. I know that the mold stuff is supposed to be some of the more secret things, but, like... Yeah. Gotta go figure out, Yeah. I don't remember going out there and I beat the game. It's just like that's the only place that I could see to go to right now, though. There was some place that I was crawling around on before. I shouldn't take... Here's the thing. The plan here was this weekend that I kind of wanted to start to maybe like really get back on with the control streams. But unfortunately, that does mean that it has been a while since I have played this game. So there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period. But yeah, I mean, 4-day weekend and everything. I also got another 3-day weekend coming up here. It's like, I think I can spend the time attempting to... No, that was not the area I wanted to go to. Is it this one? Yeah, this was the one where it had the platform, and that's right. Okay, so not over to the left, over to the right. Like magic floating rocks, but I mean, you know how magic floating rocks be. I didn't take any damage. Good. Anyway. I feel like 30-year-old plus boomers have no 3D spatial awareness. Did you know where I was going? Because I didn't see you giving me any helpful advice. Never any helpful advice, just criticizing here. That's the 20-year-old Zoomer issue.
Oh, not what I expected.
Unfortunately, it was exactly what I expected because I had played through this part before. Or at least some of this part. Now, anyway, in the meantime. Hey, I resent that. I gave you helpful advice, and I ignored it. As I do. It was your punishment for me having you say that I was ignoring you earlier. No, I didn't see it. Anyway. I knew there was something I could go snipe here. Anybody else want to come out and play? No, I think I'm good. Okay. Now, I do remember that it's like... Well, I mean, I don't even need to remember this, but it's pretty clear that it is a quite, large ambush that I'm going to be hit with the second that I walk down there. No smoking? Okay. All right, I mean... Okay. Tell that to Trank, I suppose. He seems to be the only guy smoking around here. In the band Boston. Okay. Now then. He's ignoring me and he knows it rustles my jimmies. Fine, I'll go look at the last thing you said. It seems like once you have a preconceived notion of how good a game is, you hate it no matter what. Purely my observation. What? But there were plenty of games that I didn't think that I was going to like, but then I ended up loving, like Crosscode, for example. That game, you can go back and watch that first episode. I was totally not going to be into that one, but then after playing it for a while, I actually really enjoyed it. And same thing with like Persona 5 on the other hand, where I came into that game being like, I love the Persona games, and now I hate it more than with life itself. Which I guess I don't hate life itself, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, man. Plenty of games, you named one. I guess like Ori, I was thinking that I was going to enjoy a lot more than I ended up doing. I was kind of, what else? Oh yeah, I was also really, really ready to like absolutely hate after seeing that it was totally derivative of Metroid. I was totally ready to hate Environmental Station Alpha, but that was like one of my favorite games that I played last year. Straight up. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I remember it's like I went into it kind of being like, I sort of like the art style, but then it's just like, oh, it's just Metroid. But then it became so much more than that, which was a lot of fun. Hades, I liked. No, I guess I didn't really hate that from the very beginning. I just didn't want have people telling me to play it all the time. What else? What else? Yeah, boy. And yeah. Tell me more about ESA. Is the new one? It's out? No, I was talking about the old one. I played that for the first time early last year, so not really knowing like what the whole deal with the game was. And it's like I remember starting out really disappointed, but then as I got farther into it, I really, really enjoyed that game. Okay. What about Nier Automata? I was actually thinking that I get... Well, okay, first off, I did not hate that game. Straight up. Yeah? Can I interact with this? I did not hate that game, but I was very disappointed in the second half of it. I did not like that part. that was kind of a like, well, I mean, it's still a good game. It's still a good game, certainly, but it's just like, well. I also was thinking that I wasn't going to like Final Fantasy VI as much as I was because, you know, especially after playing through so much Persona 5, I'm just like super down on JRPGs entirely. Yeah, well, after what I've been through, I think you can understand. What do I do with this? Oh, there's energy. Gotcha. Energy cubes. You're wrong. Game is garbage and shouldn't have been made. Final Fantasy VI? I like Final Fantasy VI. What are you talking about? That game was really good. Have you played Scarecrow? Game jam made by the Dead Cells dev? Short, but I like a full game of it. Yeah, I should check that out. I mean, you know, just if nothing else to continue to rep Ocean Twin because I like him. Okay, and no Nier Automata. What? Nier Automata's good. I mean, like I said, I didn't like everything right up until like ending B. I was down with, and then I was just kind of like, okay. It sort of feels like you gotta make a second half of the game because the original Nier had that, but I don't think it was entirely necessary. And besides, really just kind of nails home that nihilism that I suppose the series is famous for, so something to be said about that. Oh, it was explosives. All right. I kind of expected it to be a little bit more, you know, impressive than that. Really just looks like any other piece of the Black Rock, right? Well, grab it. Something gonna happen?
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean so good to you.
Clearly.
Give this prism to Marshall before it's too late.
Oh, it's one of these things. So yeah, ain't gonna be killing that. Let's go. So I guess, I mean, these things I last saw in the astral plane. Come on. These things I last saw in the astral plane. It's kind of weird to see that they're here again. Okay, the easiest way to get out of here is going to be going up through that one exit that I saw earlier. Okay. From what I've seen of Final Fantasy, 16 is as Final Fantasy 14, but single player. I mean, hey, that's a comparison that people were making for like a lot of the Elder Scrolls games for, well, since Oblivion came out, basically. And let me tell you, I don't hate those games. I don't know if I would really be playing them too much myself if I, you know, let's just go. Let's go. Unless, of course, I was being forced to by some sort of poorly thought out. What was the area that I need to go to? I've entirely forgot. I should have looked at the thing before choosing this. It was the Astral Exhibition. Someplace in research, right? Jeez. Jeez, you guys. Was it the Atlas Chamber or something? No, that was just a previous area that I was at. Was it? Yeah, no, it was near the... Yes, I think it was this. But it's like near the refining area is where I want to go. Okay, anyway. Notice, but your title is wrong. Halloween is already over and the current holiday is Thanksgiving. That's why you should put Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, okay. Let me just real quickly do that. Wait a second. You can't fool me on that point. I'm not falling for the old "the days are wrong" thing. Central. Oh, actually, it's Central Executive. Okay, so I guess I'm just moved out of there by that point. Never mind. Yes, if only I had the because I didn't want to exit the menu while I was in the middle of fighting stuff. You understand? Okay. Console-only games don't exist for me anymore. Well, there's not too many of those left these days. And I mean, I do think that, for example, with the PS5 as of recent, I kind of was just like, yeah, I mean, that would be something to get maybe for the Demon Souls remake. But first off, I've already played a lot of Demon Souls. And second off, that's the only game that I can think of that I would really want to be playing for it. I don't know. I already got it for you. Just leave and check your missions. But I was in the middle of a gunfight and also attacked by astral creatures. I didn't want to... I wanted to stay in the safety of the menu, at least for a couple more seconds there. It's meant to follow Passover in a very specific way. I should be celebrating Passover then. I tell ya. So many more holidays. Just ignore for arbitrary reasons. Everyone likes Final Fantasy VII. It's basically a given. I liked it well enough. I think that the hype of hearing about it for years and years. I played it, well, like 10 years ago, I suppose, but it's at least a lot more recent than a lot of people have. So it's like, I kind of felt like, yeah, it's a good game. This is a good game. I think I would probably have a little bit more appreciation for it. Marshall in here? Apparently not. You'll probably have a little bit more appreciation for it now. Even outside of course, nostalgia sort of sake.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security.
I never actually looked at this one.
I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location's security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse, while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Yeah, the quarry does seem like a pretty dangerous place if you just have, like, stuff showing up there occasionally. Then again, I suppose, considering the last time we heard about a mission 2 there wasn't anything at all, apparently for a very long time. Why can astral beasts get in there? I don't know. That's strange. Well, anyway, still... Marshall at Central Executive, so... Oh, there you are.
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it?
Yeah?
She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Yeah, get on with it already.
My brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codename P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now? So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away? Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are? I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? could use a friend right now.
He's bald? Yeah, I shaved my head last Sunday. Why? I did that earlier this year, too. Anyway, how much progress has been made on the list? Like 10 games of 40. I got quite a few to go at this point in time. Panopticon. Do I have anything that's close to there? Because I do not remember where that is, first off. But I definitely know I saw it as the Ashtray Maze, which I'm still interested in going into. Apparently that is a part of the game, too. Take a look at Panopticon. Where are you? I could have swore that I had seen it at some point in time earlier, but I guess not. Well, where's the thing go? Containment Panopticon. Okay, well. Somewhere in the elevator then, usually? Did he bump mine up? That was Mark of the Ninja, right? Yeah, there we go. That's good. Have you played Horizon Zero Dawn? No. Got a long time before that's going to be coming up, I think. I am trying to blow through some of that list a little bit faster. At least as of late. And I might be like jumping around a little bit if there are some very quick games to do. Just because, well, otherwise we're going to be here forever because there are some, is that on the list? It is on the list. So, eventually, I do have a PS4, so I can play it. Oh, yeah, I might be jumping around the list a little bit just to try and get some more stuff done. But for right now, it's like it's The Messenger, and still working on Tower Climb, and still, you know, everything. PS4, add me. Do you really think that I'm so antisocial? If you can find me. Gotta keep up that bit. Almost forgot about it. Tropic Echo. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, too awkward. Can't do it. Cannot have friends in any way. It'd be absurd. Besides, I have the 2 accounts too, so could be on the English or Japanese one, depending on what sort of account you got. Really, the only thing I've been using PS4 for is the Persona series. So, all right, not gonna be able to pick up those guys. Should forget about that. Hiss nodes again? Nah. I'll be skipping that one for the time being. There we go. Anybody else wanna real quick get through here? Okay. Persona only console is cursed AF. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, at least I own 4 different games for the console. So it's not just a single game console. It's just all of them are Persona. I don't know. I'm going to be honest here. I kind of thought people would be more into the whole, like, study thing. That said, it's not going to stop me from continuing it. Like, I thought it was going to be a worthwhile buy. You know? Again, will not stop me from continuing to do that series. Yeah, okay. Good, I was going to say, it's like, I better have grabbed that. Okay, come on now. Still terrible at first-person shooters. At least this one, as far as first-person shootery goes, is not, like, absolutely terrible difficulty-wise. I can imagine it being way worse depending on what I'm playing. Nope, didn't grab that one. Okay, that said, totally fine, though. Anything else I want to get here before things happen? Not weaving up to shrimp for Japanese language study. Oh, you damn Gura fans. Nerd? Nah. I'm enjoying the more recent study sessions. We can do some, like, more real study sessions. I think we should, actually. I have been, of course, on my own time, like, doing study for myself. But, you know, I think that I could probably start up, like, a... What I was thinking was doing, like, actual literacy. Like trying to get, like, some literacy. Not just reading, but also writing. And that would be a good starting place, I think, for a lot of people as well. If I was going to be, like... Because, you know, I'm going to be going significantly slower through that if I'm doing that. I think the problem is the PS5... Stop saying the PS5. The P5 series is too advanced for the rest of us. Well, the thing is, it's like... I kind of wanted to do it because there's not really a whole lot of advanced series out there as far as studying goes. It's like you get... I didn't open it up in the right way. Yeah. Get them collectibles. Yeah, that's just these guys. Here we go. While altered items and objects of powers may seem similar at first, it's important to note key distinctions. Objects of power grant utilitarian tech abilities. Whatever. I'm done reading again. Objects of power are uncommon. All right. Still only about 4 o'clock. Not really making a whole lot of progress in the time here, it seems. Did I go backwards? I definitely just went backwards. Oh boy, can you play Planescape Torment in Japanese? I already played Planescape Torment a long time ago. And although I had a lot of fun with it, and probably could at least, like, especially in, God, what is the name of... Well, actually, I guess I shouldn't say that because that is a spoiler. But there was one place that I didn't do as much stuff in as I should have. But aside from that, I saw most of what the game had to offer. I even beat, like, the Mordor's Box Demon and everything. Mm-hmm. Dang old mold. Get a little bit of a head start on these guys. Miss every single shot there. What hit me even? Oh, was I getting in the mold again? Probably was. Anyway. Play Stellaris in Japanese. I don't even know what Stellaris is. How's the rally racing game going? I still haven't been doing too much with that. I've been mostly focusing when I'm, like, trying to like, prepare series, working on Tower Climb, because Dirt Rally is so intimidating as a game. Like, it's gonna require some stuff to understand that. Yeah, I don't even know what Stellaris is. But okay, anyway. Can't believe I just literally turned all the way around and went back to the elevator again. Okay, anything else wacky going on in here? Doesn't seem like it. All right. Strategic... Oh, is that a 4X type of game or something? 'Cause I think I might have heard about it before. That's not like a super it's not like a super story focused game, so it would actually be, like, really easy for me to do that. Like, we're talking conversational Japanese is what I'm pretty bad at. Not, like, just a basic understanding of the language. Whoever suggested it is a mad genius. I mean, it is a very different game, and one of the things that I want to have, I want to have you force me to play was games that I haven't really played a whole lot of. It's just, that is just so out of left field that I am, yeah. All right. Gotcha. So out of left field that, like I said, it's intimidating. Yeah? Oh, these are like mold men. That said... Okay, that works. I've seen these enemies around here before. It's just... not really... They're not a common sight, to say the least. Besides, it seems like the Yeeton build is still working out as effectively as ever. Okay, good. Yep, still pretty good. Oh, okay. Said the sniping guys are pretty powerful. Okay. The moldy boys, yes, of course. Are you sure you're just not bad at conversations? No, I mean, specifically I'm talking about like more casual speech patterns and everything. I don't really understand too much. Oh, good night, Hypixen. Why did I set an alarm for 6:30? Okay, then. Weird. Zombies? I mean, technically everything is a zombie in this game to a certain extent. Well, these are mold zombies. So, you know, Last of Us Part 2. Playing it right now, everybody. Significantly less quests for vengeance in it, though. I think. Well, I don't know how Dylan's plotline is going to play out here, if I'm being honest. You never really know about that. All right. Well, yeah, maybe what we should do is we should do like a little bit of Japanese study. You start that out or something. Like going here. It depends on how long I'm gonna end up playing Control. Like I said, I want to get a decent amount into this game. I still quite like it and everything. It's just, you know how it is to like actually try and do like commentary over a game. It's a very different experience than trying to play something casually yourself. Okay. Now then. Yeah, I completely missed that one too. And there we are. Yeesh. Work though. Last of Us doesn't exist. My God. It was all a collective hallucination. I didn't say The Last of Us. I just said The Last of Us Part 2. Which I think is probably the one that people have a bit more of an issue with. I don't know. The only thing that I gotta say about that is that I just hope that people are getting more frustrated with revenge plot lines. If I grab onto it. Okay, now. Run out here. Certainly if I just go back a little bit, there was plenty of health dropped by the other dudes. But it might not even be that big of a deal if I just wait for guys to... Okay, it seems like you really want to just throw stuff. Yeah, line them up and knock them down. Come on, get out of the way of the door. Grab one. Okay, well, I guess everything is going to be stopped by that. Why not? There. Okay, how many of these guys are in here? I feel like I have kind of... Like, the Bureau has been pretty good about keeping moldy boys out of the general, like, other areas. How'd it get so bad in here? How fast does this mold actually spread, I think is the real question. Oh, boy. No, it's console only. Oh, right. I say if a video game is playable in any way... What is this? Should be recognized, but fair enough. Panopticon going for. It's like my previous apartment on the first day. Yeah, you should ask second guy about some of the apartments that he's left behind. Hey, we lifted up your mattress and it's just black. It's just all black. You're not getting your security deposit back, man. 100% like void underneath it. By the way, did you just have a mattress on the ground? And the answer is yes. Yes, he did. Anyway. Okay. What's going on in here? Some reason not playable. This looks like a room where you would be able to play something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mushroom salad, you say? Okay, well, that's something to think about later on, I think. To be honest, kind of thought it might have been something like that. Two sides of the same coin and all that. But, that might also just be the ramblings of a madman. Who knows?
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Well, I mean, if the Hiss has found him, I don't think it really matters too much, because after all, they said that... well, I mean, we've seen from you that doesn't really seem to matter too much. Okay, that's going to be nice at least. New Zealand's mattresses, all black. Well, I mean, if the mattress was black, that would have been one thing. Roll of threes. There we are. Cell's been breached. Inmate now has pants that have been out of fashion for 25 years. I don't know. They're cool still, right? All right, still the wacky stuff happening this time. Any, like, note on what I'm doing now? 150. That's a whack typo. Okay, fine. Somebody's having a good time. All right, so last few times was, you know, like, spot the differences. This one, I'm not noticing anything out of the ordinary just yet. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. That's how you adjust a picture. Okay. I'm still, like, fully expecting something is going to happen, but I don't know what. No! This was... Yeah, I can't quite see what it is, but it seems like there's something in there. Well, anyway. Suppose we'll see later, if ever. Okay, well. After last time, I was kind of expecting something else to happen.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Or they were easier right up until he became a bald supervillain. Wow. He is quite important. Okay. Oh.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
Cell holding
Jesse,
Persona
the new
6.
director.
Oh no.
I
Keep
need
it
to
in
get
there.
inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items,
don't have time for
objects
this.
of power, and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Well,
I told Salvador it was...
this guy seems like he has it handled. Or at the very least, he isn't showing that it's not handled.
Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
Seems okay right now. Otherwise, to be honest, does mostly look like some sort of future prison cell. Like I'm going into Erewhon Prison from Face Off. Once again, a reference that I'm sure everybody here understands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, it's weird. Wrecking the place is not really what I... Yeah, boy. I don't know if I would really consider this wrecking the place as of right now. I haven't even seen the thing. But, I suppose it's just going to be a couple seconds before that happens. Erewhon Prison was a repurposed oil rig that all the prisoners wore magnetic boots that would magnetize them to the floor of the place. For only the most dangerous of prisoners like Nicolas Cage. See, again, you have to understand exactly what that... Ooh. I think I heard something about this. You have to understand exactly what I was talking about because that movie is so very stupid. And then John Travolta waves his hand over his daughter's face, and that's the movie. That's how you know that he's the real one and not the one who had his face off. The movie is fantastic. It is so stupid. That is one, like, big, thick fan, isn't it? Fortunately, no hints on exactly what they do. I'm gonna keep looking at them, though. A mallet. That one I can imagine probably pretty dangerous. Oh. Oh? Can't quite tell what it says. AI containment also seems interesting. Well, let's see where this goes. It has cage in it. What are you talking about? That cage has... Wait, where am I right now? I guess 1. Hey, Nicolas Cage has some, like, quite good movies that he's been in
Marshall made it sound like
before. I mean, he is an Academy Award winner, you know.
How much of it was what the Bureau did to him?
What if your wife gave birth to your daughter, and as you watch her come out, you realize that she has the face of Nicolas Cage? I wouldn't have a wife. Uh-huh. This is totally normal. All right, well, guess we're gonna have to see where that goes soon enough. Meantime, I want to go look at more stuff. Aw, lame. And also, hey, it's these things again.
Hello?
Some sort of
Is anyone there?
resonance. Is it you? Let me guess. The fridge is doing this.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My ship replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back. I promise.
Okay, okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Yeah, okay. After Dylan has been found. Okay. Now, are you sure? Because that's the sort of thing where it's just like, yeah, the fridge makes a dude appear in front of it. And he asks you for help. And if you help him, he kills you. Or something. I don't know. Less horror SCP? Yes. I'll consider it that. Okay. Getting shot at on all sides, so it shouldn't be too difficult to... actually nail him with an object or two. Or at the very least, let them just get shot a few times. Come on now. Yeah, that'll work. Now gotta go find Dylan, though. Old Dangerous Dylan. That's what they call him. Yeah, oh, yeah, no, that was a normal dude. Okay. Like, the enemies here are just normal humans, but possessed. Yeah, I mean, that's basically, like, what their deal is. Though, the possession does give them a variety of powers occasionally. But more often than not, they just kind of have, like, big shooty weapons. Uh-huh. This looks...
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
What? Well, doesn't seem too bad right now for something that's wrecking place. Well, how about now? It wasn't doing this before. This is new. Now, if it was doing this before, I'd be like, yeah, no, this is pretty dangerous. I've seen worse. Seen worse than this game. Let's check it out. I mean, I don't know. It's like if it's an animated music video called Anomalies. Never heard of it. He uses incredible power to, yeah, of course. Okay, fine. I guess we are going to have to do this then. He uses incredible power to create a fighting arena for fighting. Salvador? Yeah, I was thinking the guy with like horns on him was probably going to be something pretty important. Okay. I just like take out the rest of these guys up here before they even become an issue, because that seems like probably a prudent course of action for myself right now. Okay. Yeah, didn't quite get it, but that's okay. All right, come on. Get a little bit of a heal. Come on. But clearly it's not too bad to take down his shield. It's just actually trying to hit this guy is a different story, it seems. Okay. Ah! Didn't grab the actual missile itself. Yep. Yeah, I probably shouldn't even be attempting to shoot that guy in particular, but... Yeah, okay. Oh no, I'm stuck on stuff. I cannot believe that I'm still alive, by the way. It's the mustachioed artist who's going to play the... Now, dang it, so close, too. He's going to play the... What is it? What was the dude that he was going to play in the Jodorowsky Dune movie? Which is always how I think of that guy, because it's just like, yeah, sure. Harkonnen? Yeah, I think it might have been Baron Harkonnen. All right, well, aside from the boss in there, it's just like really got to be looking out for enemies that are shooting me with missiles, it seems. Still got the loading times, I see. Kind of an issue compared to some of the rest of the stuff. So I'm still not entirely sure what the TV is supposed to do. I mean, didn't really get any, like, big lore bits on that for the time being. Obviously, like, hey, it opens up a big portal or something is something, but that doesn't really mean too much of anything as to what it's actually intended to do. Okay, it looks like I was supposed to go over this area. I don't know, kind of strange, because in general, I feel like if I'm getting an upgraded power sort of thing from this. No, it was over in this area then. Yeah, like I'm supposed to be getting some sort of new ability, but it's like, what is the new ability that I'm getting from this? I can summon up my own fighting arenas? For fighting dudes? Okay, I guess I was actually supposed to go this direction. Nope. Wow, amazing. The hair. See, and that's why the whole Yeeton build works out so well. It's like, why use anything else? Yeah? Oh, boy. When everything gets killed so quickly by this. Like I said, for somebody of my general skill level in this sort of game, I am more than okay with it, really. Because it does mean that I can actually play this game. It's not entirely embarrassing. Oh, come on now. Does this thing actually attack me in any way? I don't think so. I don't think it has that ability, but oh well. Yeet has auto-aim, Shoot does not. Exactly. And that makes all the difference. Also, it does a lot of damage, but I guess it is also much slower. Though, really. No, this is... Is this... No, this is the same area. Yeah? I think? It looks... Yeah, okay, this is right. You should yeet bolts instead of firing them. You can do it with the missiles. So, yeah, I mean, that's like a thing by itself. That's the aftermath of the TV. Is it TV? Like, I have no idea what kind of ability you could get from... Yeah. What kind of ability you could get from this. Okay. Take these guys out and make this a lot easier on myself. And then... Yep. That was not grabbing onto the thing that I was hoping to grab onto. Come on. Was there anything else that was going to be dropping down here? Yes, one more. Nope. Doesn't even matter anyway. I hate to tell you, but that's literally for me to know and you to find out. Well, yeah, obviously, but... Somebody else could tell me too. You never know. Ability to run commercials every 7 minutes. And it's about every 10 minutes, right? I haven't watched television for a very long time. It has been, yeah. Like, I don't even know the last time that I just sat down and watched television that wasn't, like, in a place that had one. All right, come on, loading screen. Hurry it up already. I've been eating Taco Bell for years and I've had no problems. I don't know what you're talking about. In fact, I've become more powerful than ever by doing so. So think about that. Now we're all elitists here. I don't know. I've had plenty of people tell me about how to do stuff in other games than that. This would hardly be the first time that I got spoiled about stuff. Nobody told me about the thing in the messenger, I suppose. But that's also because it's like I put up 2 episodes within like 12 hours of each other. And also I was pretty thoroughly unimpressed by the whole gimmick. So, Anyway, let's do it again. That still was not enough to actually take him down, which is interesting. Yeah. It's just right. It must have been right at the edge that I got hit there or something. Come on. Don't get hit by that. That would be embarrassing. Nope. Still got killed. Ah, well. More powerful. What's more powerful? Something about the messenger? Wasn't really paying attention on that point. Yeah, as always, the real fight is against the loading screens compared to anything else. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to be doing after that, though. Oh, after eating Taco Bell? Yeah, sure. It gives me food power, which is energy from the digestive process. But yeah, it's like I should be doing flashback after the messenger, and it's just like I'm trying to think like what. But I was considering really trying to go for a lot more quicker games. Gonna have to look at the list and see what's there. Food-powered normie. Yeah, that's me. Real normie. I don't know. Maybe I should go do the Destiny demo or whatever it is. I was kind of considering doing that just to kind of get it out of the way once again. Because I can't really say that I'm all that interested in playing Destiny 2 all that much. It is a very, yeah. Yes. Were you the one that suggested that? Because I don't write down who does what as a way to not, you know, put blame on them. Okay. All right, let's see what we even got here as far as dudes I can kill immediately and hopefully not get killed by immediately. Okay. Because there's not a whole lot of guys in this room. It's just terrible. Not a whole lot of guys in this room. It's just, if they're all attacking me at once, that's not great. Destiny 2 is an attraction park of a first-person shooter. I mean, it's also like a come on. Where are the characters around here to fight? Is there anything else to fight, or have I killed everything except for the boss itself? No, but I'm pretty close. Okay, there we go. Destiny 2 is also like a first-person shooter MMO, which, yeah, with like raids and stuff. Which I'm just like, I don't care about raids and stuff in a first-person shooter. But it's on the list. It's on the list. No blame, but no credit. Oh, come on now. We've all hated on Destiny together every other time it's been brought up. Well, yeah. It is a game that I am thoroughly disinterested in. Control is pretty red, too. It is. It's true. Red and white, the official colors of Control. I'm getting 400 hours of playtime. It's okay, but not visceral enough to be fun. I mean, I'm only supposed to be playing the... I mean, Draco, you did say that it's like it's only the demo for it or whatever, so I can just... If it's only like a couple hours long, I can just blow through that easily. And I might just do that this weekend. Because, yeah. Like, again, to me, it is the game that their own narrator was so disinterested in that they had to hire a new one. Easy. Okay. And... Oh, come on now. I was taking my time. Well, imagine where you could have gotten with 1,600 hours if you didn't take your time. Think about it. Yeah, can I get it? No. These guys are pretty good at dodging. Come on, let me get back into that one room already. I want to finish it up. Yeesh. I'm alive, though. I'm not going to say as alive as I could be, but I'm alive. There we are. There's the health that I want to see, too. Okay, there we go. Everyone has a game that they put that kind of hours in. Mine is Skyrim. Yeah, mine is, of course, World of Warcraft. But Nolan North, the new guy, is an amazing VA. Oh, yeah, no, I'm well familiar with Nolan North and everything. I'm also well familiar with Peter Dinklage. It's like, that is still a very, very funny indictment of the game, and I'm not going to give that one up. There we are, and come on, same thing. Try to not completely wang this one this time. This seems like, in all likelihood, I just want to stay behind cover, basically, until I don't absolutely have to. Okay. And there's the dude. And there's me not getting the last thing that I was hoping. And still, same thing. Get there eventually. Snipe every one of the guys around here, and then... yeah. Deal with the boss, basically. I want to go fast and loose, but I also know that I shouldn't. Okay, and there's one more guy over here. Okay. Yeah? We good? We good? I think we're good. Oh, man. No, now we're good. Just me, mano a mano. Is PlanetSide 2 still out? Holy Christ. I thought that was, like, dead as disco, man. Like, I actually, in my, like, never going to play pile of games, have the PlanetSide 2 demo, and it just didn't seem to exist anymore. So I just thought that game was, like, totally defunct. Well, that is interesting. I don't even remember exactly why I do have that either. But I do. Yeah? Come on now. More surprised that you know about it? Yeah, PlanetSide was an interesting game. It was a lot like the Meg, for example, where it's just like, I think it was, as a concept, I was more interested in it than like an actual game itself. There we are. Jeez. Let's check out the ID. Nope, that was not the ID. And wasn't here, was it? Oh yeah, that guy. So I guess that wasn't actually there initially.
Head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here
apparently.
does. Okay. The TV.
How does levitation, like, in any way... Okay, then. How does levitation in any way correspond with the stuff that I saw there? It's just, that's nothing. Kind of like activate it. Yeah, okay. This will prevent fall damage and everything. Whee! It does seem to be limited, though. Alright, sure. Does being able to throw shit correspond with a floppy disk? The floppy disk was the launch codes for nukes, and it launched items. I don't know. I think there's a 1-1 sort of connection between the two things. Oh, you can dash in the... Oh, yeah, you can dash in the air. I should remember that. You're full on Peter Pan. All right, how about the merry-go-round? They did not really have too much of an explanation as to exactly what that was. It just seemed to dash around, right? And now you can dash. Okay, anyway. Oh, boy. I don't really see why these guys are in here if we're, you know. Okay, come on now. Yeah, and the TV levitated away from you. It did not. Everything, like, so does the floppy disk levitates too, but it was not throwing itself. It's a false equivalence. Like, magic objects levitate. That's a thing that they have established in the lore so far. Yeah, you only get so much that you can do of that, though. Well, the fridge doesn't levitate. The fridge is one of the altered objects. It's not an object of power. We just talked about that. How am I supposed to know the lore of this better than you? Neither to do the rubber ducks. I don't know anything about the rubber ducks. You said magic objects. Oh, come on. Ah. Ah. You didn't specify. Now you're just splitting hairs. Okay, so do I have to, like, wait longer or something, I guess? Because I ain't floating, I'll say that. Okay? Are Darling's pecs objects of power? Potentially. He certainly had a lot of exposure to the other magical world. That seems to be like what the whole thing is, right? I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. Service weapon doesn't float. Oh, doesn't it? Oh, hey, let's look at it. Look at it floating right there. There's like little bits of it that are all like floating all around all the time. And also, it has not been possessed by hiss, which is what seemingly makes it float. Yeah, it's shaking. There's shit on it that floats. And besides, again, the point is that it floats because of the hiss corruption, not because of the... I went backwards. I mean, the floating thing is not even what it's supposed to do. It floats when hiss corrupt. Here we are. Look, I'm willing to fight you on this. TV floats without hiss, too. Well, how would I know? Does it? Clearly? I don't know, man. I haven't seen that as of just yet. I suppose if I get out of this area... Stop arguing and play. I can do both at the same time. And it really does start you back quite a bit. Yeah, if there's like supposed to be a meter or something that allows you to, that shows you how much you're floating, that would be kind of helpful right now. Because that's the sort of thing that's messing me up here. Okay. All right, remember to dash. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. All right, Aim again, but switch on shoulder view? I don't know how to switch on the shoulder view. Well, here's the thing. If I... damn it. If I get out of this area and I see a television that is not floating in midair, then it's like, then I'll agree with you. Also, don't triple tap. Well, how am I supposed to control my floating? Yeah, you do have to just hold it down, it seems. And if you don't hold it down, you lose out on the ability to levitate. Which is weird. It's not a traditional platformer way to do this. I'll say that. Now then, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. If I come out of this... By the way, how is a floating television supposed to, like, be wrecking the entire area? Like, we were told that it was wrecking the entire area. Floating does not say, yeah, this is a real threat to the entire office as it stands. Because that was the implication. It's obviously the hiss. Yeah, but the hiss wasn't doing anything to make it really threatening. It just made it, like, open up a portal to a back room, basically. Come on now. Still quite bad at the gunplay here. Anyway, what was I doing? It's an old Radiation King television and shoots beams of concentrated radiation people. I suppose. I'm just gonna keep quoting the lyrics. No.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Where is it? Where is the TV? Is it floating around here? Is it floating in your pockets or something? Hey, Silver. Welcome back to Control. Yeah, I've seen it before, I think. Oh, maybe that's supposed to be. Does it summon up one of those orbs from the other space, whatever it is? Control basically. We're not doing that one again. Control basically the SCP game with better than the actual SCP game. Well, yeah. Well, there was not, like, there's no actual SCP game. I mean, it's basically just an indie game that uses the branding. Is that it? I don't know. I ain't seeing no floating television around here. I'll say that, though. Radiation King is reference to The Simpsons. Is that a reference to The Simpsons? Because I feel like I've heard that in other contexts before. Doc Psychonauts is only $2.5 on Steam. I've played that game before. I'm not like a really champing at the bit to get right back to it again. Although, yeah, it is on the list. I know. Got to go play it eventually. Oh, come on. I'm supposed to grab it out of his hands. Ah! Benikoff TV is a small, old-fashioned television that possesses the power to levitate and affect the environment around it, including shifts in the old house, much like other objects of power. TV is plain static, but changes to spiraling images to resembling the shifts it induces. Okay, so basically what it does is it shifts the environment around it. That makes more sense, because that's clearly what it did. Like, the whole house shifting has been a thing in the entire game, and then it's like, obviously, an ability to force the house to shift would be a very dangerous thing. Why does it cause the ability to float? Why floating? It should cause the ability for me to create localized house shifts. I'm just saying. Okay, good. That works. I feel done. What's SCP? It's a collection of like basically short stories strewn about in like a Wikipedia fashion about magical objects that do things, and those things can be completely benign, random, yeah boy, but usually something like kind of interesting, more of like a horror focused, I would say, than anything else. But it's a fun little read occasionally. It lets you shift the universe downwards. It says it causes shifts in... Let's just do this already. It says it causes shifts in the oldest house. It does not cause shifts in reality. I mean, it is totally random. There are ones that are just like, yeah, it's a zombie virus, which are like, pretty uninteresting. There are ones like a magical cake that doubles in size every day unless you eat it. As well as other things like, hey, it's a magical vending machine that vends out random things. Community, go at it. Go come up with the wackiest shit that you can. Infinite cake? Well, the thing is, if you don't eat the cake, it doubles. And in like less than a week, it would fill the entire universe with cake. It's one of my favorite ones just because it's so silly. Still universe ending, but also it's a cake. It is a specific place in the universe that just spawns cakes. All right, where was I actually going this time? Well, you also don't know. Maybe the cake stops like after, it creates 2 tons of cake or something. You want to find out? Don't do it again. Anyway. Fridge duty. Was there anything else given to me aside from, deal with... I guess I could probably go back and talk to the Langdon, but I don't really know if there's too much point in that. It's probably that I want to go over here to the left, it's looking like, or right. I think? Not quite sure. I suppose I'll see if I can't find anything around here first. It requires human sacrifices every 48 hours or destroys Earth. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of ones like that. Like I said, some of them are like, I think like the least interesting ones are just like, and then it kills everything that it touches. And you're like, okay, yeah. The more interesting ones are the ones where it's just like, yeah, like a vending machine that vends out items. What kind of items? Well, think about it. Can be anything. Can I just float over there? Feels kind of like... You have a good holiday? Yeah, I had a pretty good holiday. Still got to talk with the folks and everything, and they... yeah, it did actually work. What? Yo, yeah, the infinite IKEA. To be honest, I would actually... I would like the infinite IKEA more if it didn't have monsters in it. Because it's like a whole thing where it's just like, and then every night you get attacked by monsters. Or whatever. And I'm just like, if it was just people surviving and creating a society in an IKEA that like stretches out infinitely in every direction, I would like that one more. Like, you know, trying to create currency and, like, develop roads between each department of the infinite IKEA. I don't know. That would be fun. What do we got going on here? I'm not even entirely sure. Just, like, it seems like floating over there was kind of pointless. So I guess I'm just going to go back and talk to Langdon. Why not? Maybe I can go figure out, get a little bit more direction as to what I'm supposed to be doing here. Meantime, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. That was faster than I thought it was going to be.
I guess life's a breach, huh?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
Wait, was that not it? Did I not? Hey, what's your background?
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
Yeah, well, you know, not everybody gets magic gun privileges. Sometimes people just work at stuff. Yeah, here.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
I like this guy. Anyway,
I'll see you
so
later.
I guess I'm going back to the TV.
I'll be here, like always.
Because I didn't, like... I don't know how I missed it, but... Wow, the loading super fast for that. That is weird. Anyway. Rather live in infinite cake. You would not live in infinite cake. The infinite cake would crush you. And probably, like, cause a new Big Bang from the infinite mass it creates. Never heard of this game, but seems cool and bizarre? Really? Because last year, I remember it being pretty notable. I mean, I think that past Quantum Break, which, you know, was pretty unimpressive, that, like, Remedy has, you know, really gotten back into good graces with a lot of people just by this game alone. Because it's cool. I like it. Oh, you know, I'm noticing over here on the left that there's actually a place where I can go and float up. But first off, let's see if I can't actually go and recontain the television, which I didn't do. I thought I did. My computer is ancient and can't run this. Yeah. I know the feeling. Thankfully, I at least have one that... it's not, I'm not going to say that it runs it super great. It runs it, though. Like, for a computer that's like 5 years old or whatever it is, it's... ain't too bad. Did I miss something? I mean, yeah, there were these guys. They were there before, but... Got him. I'm not entirely sure when I am supposed to be, like, dodging about. Trying to hit them with stuff. So all I need to do is hit them with one thing, it takes them down. Oh, he's peeking right out. Alright, now I do actually need to deal with these guys. Okay. Come on, you bastard. He ain't done yet. Kind of. Actually, at this rate, I might be done because it's kind of pathetically bad. Oh, there we go. Good. Did I must have just missed it down here or something. You'd think that a big floating television that's floating with its big floatingness would be more obvious to see. I'm not sure. I ain't seeing no television floating around here, though. I'll say that.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Oh, okay. Like, I thought I did before, but I guess I just missed getting that particular, I don't know, flag. Ah, whatever. It is 100% cake. It will kill everybody if there's a lot of cake. In the same way that it would kill everybody if there's a lot of anything. Alright, anyway. Yeah, but if the IKEA gets filled with cake, no more saps will be able to walk through the door. It's infinite, though. Like, what part of infinite IKEA did you not understand? Yeah, I bet it was over here that I was supposed to go in the first place, right? Mm-hmm. Definitely seems to be the case. This is definitely an interesting... Huh? You. Where are you shooting me from? Come on. I can get him here. Potentially. Alright, anyway. At least that also tells me exactly where I'm supposed to be. For real! At least it tells me where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, it does seem to really open up, like, the amount of areas that you can go to with the whole levitation thing, which is worrying in some ways. Hey, it's a big swan boat. I want to go see that. Huh. Well, anyway. You didn't trigger the voice line? A lot of air, a lot of love, a lot of hope. What? What? Oh, I remember the water cooler. I can't remember exactly where they mentioned that, but they did mention that somewhere. Uh-huh. This is first-person shooter, you understand.
Dylan. He's so close.
Okay. I still love the idea of magic baffling. That amuses me a lot. Also, I see the tutorial text is never going to leave now, is it? I messed something up by playing too poorly. Yes, I know it's a third-person shooter. I just keep referring to it as a first-person shooter because yeah, it's...
Can you hear me?
You know.
There, Jesse.
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here.
Oh, you mean a lot of stuff will kill you. A lot of air will crush you from the air pressure. A lot of love will kill you because of yanderes. A lot of hope will kill you because you will no longer do anything, hoping that things will just work out anyway. And a lot of bagels will, of course, crush you with their mass. There. Done.
We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Yeah, I know. Even though I'm not really all that interested, I understand your motivation here. Just like, let's take a good look here first. That's me. Apparently spelled out with wax. Looking at it right now. Mm-hmm. Should really stop giving him all these candles. Wow. Amazing. There we go. Man, GoldenEye on the N64 was able to destroy computers better than this game. Shameful. Anyway, I do see that there. I was thinking this game looked washed out, but I had streaming on 480p. I'm going to be honest here. You know, streaming, as you know, is maybe not always the best way to look at graphics. I mean, I'm sure that I stream at 720 anyway because, you know, 1080. Well, actually, no, I think I bumped it up to 1080, didn't I, at some point in time? I don't really remember when, but I did. So I guess it should be good now. Huh. I don't know. 1080 60. Huh. I feel like I shouldn't be able to do that. Considering that I can't play a YouTube video at the same time that I am streaming, but, well, here we are. I don't understand how this internet works, man. It's weird. All I know is that I paid the big price. Because I want the good stuff. I'm a great consumer. Anyway. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh, well then give me a spicy chicken sandwich and a chocolate frosty, please. Medium. Medium-sized. You know what? Just give me a small one. I don't really want a huge one right now. Wait, what's going on here? Looks like you're Alex too now. Wait, what? I bought $25 for 1 gigabit? What the hell? That's very good. Let me tell you, I maybe pay a little bit more. Maybe. Not going to say how much. Sadly, this is temporary because I'm moving out. Yeah. That is too bad because it's like a really... Where am I going? I saw the stuff and I don't know. Wait, I didn't look at this. I'm kind of scared as to what this one would do. Don't really need to find out, though. Oh? Oh. I was hoping for lore. But, yeah. All right. What's going to be the nearest teleport point once again? Because I guess it's, like, probably floating downwards, if I was thinking about it here. In a year or two, I'll get it back up. But, oh, boy. That did more damage than I thought it would. Bottom of the Panopticon. Well, there. That will get me where I'm looking to go. Whatever. Physics are wild. Yes. Yes, they are. To be fair, I did fall on a piece of wood there, so I guess I can't really say that I didn't deserve that, but... You know, speaking of losing 10% of my source every time I die, I should probably use some of that stuff. It's been a grip. Oh yeah, by the way, I haven't actually like I haven't really adjusted the volume at all. Is it fine? What source? Currency in the game. Game currency you get for killing enemies. You know. I can use that to upgrade some stuff, which I will right now. Speaking of which, I got 8 abilities that I have yet to use. Sure. All in on it. Oh, well, screw that. I'm going to save the rest of it. I'm going to save the rest for that. And then, constructs and everything. Sure. Anything else I can get? Nope, I'm actually too low on source for everything else. I probably should have maybe upgraded one of the other ones, but whatever, it's fine. Actually managed to use a few more of the things that I hadn't really been using too much. Nothing really to get there. In fast travel, we're just going right back to the central. Right. Okay. Upgrade launch, so you make it so you can pick up big enemies. Well, I wanted to get the multi-pickup and, like, the recover energy as you're holding objects, because that seems pretty good. I'm just saying. You can tell me I'm stuck in the Infinite IKEA and there's no one making meatballs? Actually, in the Infinite IKEA, there are people making meatballs. That's how you survive in there. Like, for whatever reason, every day there's a new batch of fresh-baked meatballs that there's being made, presumably with, like, a lingonberry sauce and all that. So that's how you survive. It's just, you know. There's infinite meatballs in the Infinite IKEA? I guess. Yes. You know what? Yes, there are. What is this game? It's Control. Yes, as Draco just said after that. I can live on meatballs? Yeah, but there's skin monsters. Like, you get killed by the skin monsters. Can't just... You can't have everything. Also, you're stuck in an IKEA.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here.
Is that really what you're excited about here?
Too late.
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Some Uncanny Valley facial animations. Yep, we've finally gotten good enough that it is getting really uncanny. Sorry, Remedy. Look, I'm really enjoying the game. It's very good, but, like, yeah. We've hit the Uncanny Valley, unfortunately. I suppose I can you go on? The upper level. Ooh, what's this?
Fuck, if they're in there, we go around that way. No.
Okay. I guess I might... let's go over to the upper level first. Yeah, the lights go out at nighttime, and then you get attacked by the skin monsters. Look, you can just go read the page on the SCP Wikipedia thing. Up the stairs, not the elevators. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like, you know. How's Xmas treating you? It's been pretty nice. Cold.
What do you know about this Orisha?
I heard some rangers saying you saved them in maintenance. They were
Huh.
attacked by a hiss.
All right, but still.
Well, probably for the best.
A security guard leading rangers? I don't know if I like taking on this role.
Unusable. Once again, so much for the not smoking thing. Anything else of interest? Nope. Just looks like a bunch of slabs of cheese stuck around here. Ooh. And I still can't pick up any of these. Should maybe do something about that. Whatever.
They march through here? Why the fuck did you put a bullet in that thing's head?
Thank you for the link. Sorry to backseat? Oh, I didn't even notice. That's not even that big of a deal, considering that it's like, I'm going to be honest, I'll probably be wandering around an awful lot if I don't do that. if somebody doesn't tell me where to go, because I've already forgotten where I was going again. I've never had a problem with backseating on this channel. I'm never going to start, and I'm not going to see starting now. What are we doing? Oh, man, I never did this. That's right. Okay, to be honest, I kind of want to go finish up the fridge mission just because I do feel bad for that one guy. Maybe go and, also, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too long anyway. All right. You need the good mods. Whatever. I don't need the good mods. They're fine. Probably despawn now. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Certainly extra health pickups was not like something that's going to be breaking the bank in terms of gameplay or anything. So what do the speakers that they wear do? Make it so they do not die, basically. It's the anti-infection by the hiss, the game's main enemy. And if you're not wearing those, you die. And become basically a zombie. Not really speakers so much as they're like a force field generators. I guess I would kind of refer to it as, more or less. Yes, unless you're Jesse or Ati. But those guys are, you know, unique.
Hey, listen to this.
Ati being like an SCP himself. And Jesse being possessed basically by a thing. No, I don't have the ability to talk about the...
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
One of you guys got something to say? No? No? So who would be the person to talk to about that mission in particular? Can't say much longer. Doesn't say anything about what I'm supposed to do related to that. Maybe just go talk to him again? Thinking you need to talk to Dylan. Okay, well, let's go back there then. Get into the room with the fridge. If I could, I would. Does not seem to be possible, at least right now. You don't need to? Whatever. I'm already teleporting back. Let's just do it. I was thinking that was going to be something where I just talked to the guy, Dr. Langdon, and then he just sent a person up there, basically. Yeah, he needs to assign a replacement. Yeah, that's what I thought. That would have been the way that I expected the... whatever. So anyway, I'm going up the stairs, up to the upper level. They have no staff. They're all dead. They got some guards there. He could go himself. It's not like they're going to be doing too much of anything else right now. There are people still alive, certainly. When was this game released? 2019. I think it was like... when early in the year 2019? Wasn't too long back. Well, anyway. Okay, so the mission says on the upper level. And it just says upper level of here.
Fuck, if they're in there, we go around that way.
So was that just over here?
Restored HRA production. They're already getting others. Marshall orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
Because I don't know. No? No. Okay. Then here, I guess?
You are warm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Hey, he's looking pretty good.
It is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the white. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time.
Okay, well, mission over.
It's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can you
the
hear
yellow
me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way you've always been in there. You want this
Heat.
to be true.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be true.
that? Please.
Hey, cut that out.
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the
Me.
hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you.
Yeah, I mean, he seems good. Anyway. Anything else to look at in here while kind of messing around, I guess?
We stand around you while you dream.
Nope. Okay. Right back into the containment sector. You know, he could have just stayed in there and talked to me there, but I suppose not. Anyway, does seem like probably just want to go over here then. Okay. I don't think it's on Switch. No, there's no way. I mean, as you can see, like, this is one of those games that they are trying to like push the graphics with. I don't even have it on like anything close to max settings, I think. I'm not quite sure. But like, yeah, I don't think it was got a release on there. It is on Switch? Really? Or it's going to be? Huh. Really? All right, then. It's rather demanding, yeah. Just one of those games where you don't want to wake up. Everything sucks and everything is fucked. Just want to rip someone's head off. Yeah, I know what Limp Bizkit is. I grew up in the era of Limp Bizkit. Get out of the way. No, I'm not going to find a more reasonable way to go through this area. I've made my choice. There we are. Perfect. I don't think that really made any difference. Doc revealing his age. Yeah, well, what's my age? Again. See, that's another reference to a pop-punk band of the same era. Ah. Yeah, this is just going to be annoying if I can't find the, hiss dude, man. Take everything else out in, like, one hit. One hiss. But, there. It'd be a lot easier if I just do this. Okay. Limp is not punk rock. I guess it's rap rock, right? So like Linkin Park. What would you consider it? Also, I would pop punk. Pop punk, not punk rock. You know what I'm saying. When I said punk, I didn't mean punk. Like, come on. That is something that I feel like I have to defend myself on, because come on, dude. I made a mistake, and you should give me a steak. My heart a lake, either way. Ah. New metal? Is that really new metal? 34. Man. Say 69 years old and get it done with. Come on. Run out of ammo before I can even kill this dude. Of course, certainly if I am going to be shooting like this, it's not going to be working out too well anyway. Good. Man, one. All right. Panic versus Sleeping... Panic at the Disco? Man, that was after my time, because I'm 69 years old, of course. I didn't listen to that. I was too cool for school. Not too cool for Tool, which I listened to a lot. Too cool for Tool? Impossible. How cool would that guy have to be? Good. Ah, meant to hit F. And of course, I also hit the F at the wrong time, clearly. Yeah. I haven't actually listened to any Tool. Not because I'm too cool for it. Quite the opposite, in fact. Now, that should be the easiest way to take out those guys. Yeah, there's something... Actually, have I been in this area? I might not have, now that I'm thinking about it. Candidate program. I don't know. As I've said before, if anybody wants to give me a little bit of direction here, that's always appreciated. I got no idea. Kind of just wandering around at this point in time. Okay. Ah! Well, I guess I just walked into a guy instead. What's a zoomer? Well, you know how after Generation X that they just started going like, oh, it's Generation Y and Generation Z. Well, basically Generation Z is now the zoomer generation. There you go. And Generation Y is usually known as millennials, but it's like, boy, for a time there, it's just, it was like a glitch on a computer that just got repeating the same letter over and over. That's it. Also, I motion recreate a generation between the Zoomers and the Millennials because some of us were born in the very late 90s and early 2000s and so much different from the Zoomers in 2008. You could say the same thing from the Zoomers born, or from the Millennials born in like the mid 80s versus the Millennials born in the early 90s. It's a totally different thing. Anyway. I was actually supposed to be going to an area here. Containment at the Prime Candidate Program. That doesn't really say exactly where it is, though. But, I mean, I guess it must be, like, the absolutely enormous area to the right, then, right? Wait, Zennials. No! I just said that you should be more original with your naming of generations. It's like, oh, we got, like, the baby boomers, the greatest generation, the lost generation, and then X, Y, Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Yeah. Ah. Be a little bit more careful here. Now that everything's starting to finally get like shields, it's not really something that is rare anymore. Literally every enemy seems to have them on there. I mean, I guess our version of the Lost Generation would be the Coomers, right? Yes, Kyle, Zennials is the real definition of a generation. Okay, well, there you go. If Cracker says it, who am I to disagree? Yeah, just go right behind there. So it seems like the quick throw is the best way to take out those guys. That if you actually have it like held next to you, that it will, they'll be able to dodge it. But if you just immediately throw it like the second that you pick it up, that works for you a little bit better. Okay. No, actually, I'm definitely a Coomer. Yeah, me too. But it's just like I'm not out here advertising it. Neither am I part of that specific generation, I assume. I don't know. I am, of course, a baby boomer. So, you know. Where am I going? Like, I thought it was here, but maybe it is somewhere in the Panopticon that I'm supposed to be looking around here because I feel like I've, you know. Yeah. Security, Panopticon. Here's the entire area over there. Let's take a look here real quick. I do not recognize Well, do not recognize the names there. Are we going? I'll be going now. Okay. What is the lore of this game? Quite a bit. But basically, right. Here's stuff. Can't see it. Ah, here we go. Finally. Was just over here the entire time. You can't see me rolling my eyes, but I am. Anyway. There's like a lot of stuff that I should probably be doing here with like all these side quests that I've been picking up.
Define new prime candidates. Hero needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Wait, what happened to warrant eye rolling? Did you not see how I couldn't shoot through a fence there? Like a chain link fence? I feel like, yeah. That was warranted. I didn't quite get it there. Anyway, this is going to be an entire thing, though, it seems. Jump back. What am I getting hit by? Probably that guy. Yeah, man. Oh, you don't know about bulletproof wire mesh? Oh, okay. Fair enough. You know, that kind. Oh, frustrating. And then the load screens continued. Get gamered. Happy Halloween, gamers. You just got gamered. They're teabagging me now while I'm sitting on the floor. As one does. As the traditional style dictates. Anyway, it was right up here. Yeah. Are you here to kick bubblegum and chew ass? No, I'm here to take Ambien and watch memes. And I'm here to take Ambien and watch memes. Yeah, I'm not even bothering with these cleric beasts here. Look, I know what I'm doing. Duke Nukem just fucking iced you. Those bastard aliens fucked up my ride. Now I'm gonna chew ass. And eat ass. Okay. Still looking for the healing guy here, but maybe that's a little bit higher priority. Doing okay, though. There we go, that should do it. Eat it. Okay. In the meantime, though, I do see Psychic Man above me. It's not really hidden at all now, is it? No, boy. I think I got him anyway, though. Yeah. Just start going for the dash away here. Yeah? Anything else gonna be sneaking up behind me? No, good. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, cool. I really like the twisting here. As far as I know, this wasn't Does it have anything to do with the, Oh? Which is this one? Oh! That's why I recognized Bright Falls. Oh, this is a reference to Alan Wake. Yeah. Fun stuff. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I am also still fighting things, so maybe you should kind of pay attention to that, too. This is a cool area. I like it. Very disorienting. Probably got to be like hell on the... Oh, of course. Probably got to be like hell on the collision, though. It seems to be so far from what I've seen. AWE expansion has Alan Wake in it. Yeah, I remember that was something that I was actually like genuinely interested in because that game was... I mean, it was certainly an ocean. I'd kind of like to see more of it in some ways. I would have to like go back and like rewatch a playthrough or something of it, if not play it myself though, because it's been a while. I do not remember enough of it. Probably just jump down here. Couldn't finish Alan Wake. The motion blur made me sick to my stomach. Yeah, fair enough. I know that, yeah, like motion smoothing, motion blur, always one of those first things I turn off in video games, as well as cranking the gamma up because games are always so incredibly... Oh, looks like I'm going over to the right. Games are always so incredibly bad about that. Serious, I will eat your ass. Yeah, I remember that was Alex Jones threatening to eat his neighbors for reasons that I don't even remember. But he was very certain about his willingness to do so. That was not in question. What do you got? It's not to say that motion blur can't be used in a good way, but it's like that, chromatic aberration, all that sort of stuff that you feel like, you're just kind of throwing that in there for the sake of throwing that in there. Should be used more judiciously. Because he's Alex Jones. Fair enough. It's true, he is. It seems like there should be a... Guess I actually want to go over to the left. Never mind. Taking a look at the map here. Oh, there's like P7 and everything. Interesting. I don't know if I want to live in that world. But is there a way to get over there from here? No. Ah! Getting confused by basic directions once again. Here we are. There's Persona 7 too. I mean, technically, Persona 2 was two different Persona games, Eternal Punishment and Innocent Sin. And there have been several spin-offs, as well as the kind of like a game that tied together some of the series. Shin Megami Tensei If.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Gasp. Coffee soap? Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah. I am the persona. I should have known. Oh, yeah. How do I put that on? I think that might actually be something that I do in the like save points.
All the times I felt paranoid. I was
Don't knock
right.
coffee-flavored soap.
The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
They did. Well, I mean, you're the director now, so I don't know. Seems like it all worked out.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other
Yeah, it is
kids
just
as well.
sweatpants.
We loved it. This time,
I guess that is what Dylan was wearing, wasn't
I
it?
remember was
Put it on the control point.
different.
I don't know why you can only change outfits there, but that's
We
how it
found
works.
a way in,
Well, I mean, you know.
deeper into it, like
It's either that or like implement a closet system.
it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has
Control
nothing
point
to
and
do-
central
Was there a
executive only.
slide
Oh,
projector at your
okay,
home when you
weird.
were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know,
It's already a giant penis persona. Its name is Mara. It appears as a mini boss back in the first dungeon in Persona 5.
I don't...
Literally all of these are leading questions. Oh yeah, no, this is pretty... I think it's pretty unquestionable that this is a terrible, terrible psychiatrist. That's because they're not a psychiatrist. They're a government agent. Like every crow. Now then. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't forget about that. I remember because even at the time I was just like, yeah, I get it. I get it, Persona. I get what you're doing here. You got the penis persona and you're putting it in the penis tower. You know, the tower which has the penis in it.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. Wishing won't change things.
Ordinary.
Finding the projector will.
Coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. The boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6, and the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here, and I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. Like, I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
All right, so yeah. Polaris still there. And yet, for some reason, Dylan not a fan. Strange, don't know. Is it possible to eat it? Well, anyway. Continuing on here. So I guess there's only 6 and 7 as far as prime candidate. Ooh.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP. Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Well, anyway. What else? Is there any other kind of like a lore-rich area? I keep looking around here in case I can find some more stuff. Those cases. Yeah, just got like P6 and P7. No, not the time.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Well, let's begin. Ah, well. There are how many different what am I even thinking of? Objects of power have I been missing so far? It seems like there's an anchor, a mirror, something to do in like the safe. Yeah, anchor, mirror, safe, and God, I don't even know like what else I'm supposed to be looking for here. Ah, dang. That would actually be a good one to get too, if I could. Light box are the OP you're missing. Isn't there a Glock 17? Oh, I missed that one. What video card are you using? Wondering if mine can use it. I don't know. Which one is it? It's been so long. I do not remember. Okay. Seems about right, given what I've seen of the rest of the pieces of junk here. I was just ignored? Okay, fine. Well, I don't know. It's like the highlighted messages I actually find harder to read than the non-highlighted messages. Is that, like, am I alone in that? Like, for some reason, the fact that it's highlighted actually makes it less noticeable for me. Okay. Now then. Where have you been? Also, you've been streaming for 3 hours. I have. Mr. Bones is a pretty shitty teacher. I don't know. He knows how to get stuff done. Because of the purple highlight? Maybe. Maybe I should turn it to something a little bit more eye-catching. Purple is not eye-catching. Everything has shields. Again, the shields are doing very complex. The hiss is increasing in power or something. Whatever, let's just go with this instead then. Not something that I have even, like, considered doing too much as of lately. Attempting to, okay. Actually attempting to, like, go for melee, but this does seem like the time to do it, if any. Yeah, Twitch on light mode or dark mode? Probably light mode. As I prefer light mode over dark mode most of the time. Might get this on sale, $20 with all the expansions. Yeah, that's a good deal. I would highly recommend playing this game. It's pretty good, and I do not think that I am really doing it justice as far as a playthrough goes. So, you know.
We're going back home. Of course we are.
It's the only thing that makes sense now, isn't it?
Never gone away.
Well, first off, I know what I'm doing. That's going all the way back to Central Executive, of course. I really do want to get on casual sit-around clothes. Even though, again, I've said this before, that it's just like, my usual thing that I'm wearing is a solid color t-shirt, green in this case, very festive, and a pair of formal pants, khakis in this case. You have any Hades playthroughs? I did a bunch of streams early this year, actually. Yeah, right? It was back in, like, March. Yeah. I remember I was talking a lot about the Dead Cells DLC. But aside from that, those aren't really on the channel. And the series that I've been doing has been pretty lackluster. I gotta go finish that, though. Looking good. Yep. All right. But yeah, there is one that is allegedly ongoing right now that I have to go finish. It's a khakis. I know how to say well, actually, no, it's not a Boston accent. That's a Chicagoan accent, but that's the closest that you're going to be getting out of me. Hey, you got the khakis over here. I'm from the Midwest, you understand. That was an awful Boston accent. Yeah, again, it's not a Boston accent. Because it's like, that's not what I default to. You either get Chicago or you get Milwaukee. Which I guess is really the UP, but you know. Of course, you always wear khakis. I don't always wear khakis. It's just the job I have means that I have a lot of more formal pants, like khakis. Those are the major source of pants that I have in my life right now. Khakis. There we are. Anybody else? Oh. You're getting over here. I knew that it was going to be right there. Ow. Didn't get the throw, though. Come on. I've been so good about getting the dunk on him as of late. Like to continue that if I could. Guess it ain't happening. Anybody else gonna run in here real quick? Oh, mold. Fine then, we can just do that too. Alright, I'll jump down.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
Well, clearly it's gonna be getting rid of some mold. Although, I mean, now that they've talked about it, I'm just saying that this does look pretty tasty. Like, it's got kind of like a candy sheen. Oh, man. Totally wears Dockers? Well, I mean, that's just... it's the branding, right? It's only too close to the name.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
I'm working on it. I was just trying to wrench myself away from eating the mold. Yeah, what do you got? Boy, I really gotta like get rid of some of these mods, don't I? In the meantime, do I want to look at this? Gross. See, and that's why I cleared out all of that mold. You thought that it was going to be completely pointless to do that, but I bet that this was probably going to stop if I didn't do that. If they aren't selling you a French dip, beef dip sandwich and saying that White Sox Cub fans are jagoffs, then you haven't lived. I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually been to the greater Boston area. I've only ever been to Newark, and that's, you know, not quite the same thing. No? Oh. Levitation ammo? Ammo? Offensive levitation. Well, let's get on with it here. Still just want to get a couple more ability points. Oh, yeah. Jukebox tokens are like an entire thing. Huh. Interesting. Have I never actually constructed these before? Huh. Well, anyway. Yeah, I noticed that that's not upgrade. That's construct. Oh. Well. I mean, maybe a little bit later. Have you gotten the mold pill yet? There's a mold pill? I don't even know what that is. I assume it's something that would allow you to, turntable. Is that what you call that? And security. What are even the enemies of this game? Space mold? No, the space mold is actually a completely separate thing that was here already even before the major threat. No, it's, magic, frequency. Magical, like, audio frequency that causes you to zombie. The mold is entirely incidental to that. Huh? Okay. I mean, it did say canine animal carcass sent there earlier. I'm just going backwards, yeah. Of course. That happens surprisingly often in all of the games I play that are 3D. Is it a wonder that I prefer two-dimensional games? It is not. Yes, it lets you access those areas. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them around, especially the one over in the research area that I tried to go through a little bit of, but never actually managed to get too far into it. I guess that would be something to look into eventually, but as it is, should probably go, yeah, figure out the correct area that I need to get the turntable into, it seems. Go end up playing, wait, can I just, like, float over there? I can probably just float over there, right? Whee! Of course, it's so easy, but it doesn't have the actual gates open. Still good to know. Go down the hole into the research area to find that researcher. Oh, really? So there was actually like a thing that I wanted to do in there. Okay, that might be something to go take a look at, but I don't think that that's like a more of a prime candidate program. Something here that I'm supposed to do, or just... No, I suppose not. Okay. No. There is something through there, though, apparently. Some unsexy levitation animations. I mean, like, do you expect this to go full-on Superman? I don't know. I think it's totally reasonable, if anything. Well, anyway, taking a look here. Okay, I guess I'll probably just attempt to. No, it's not letting me do it anymore, so. I guess that was the intended solution? Am I stupid? Because I still, I want her to jiggle her ass as she floats. You can't, you know, it's harder to jiggle when you're on when you're not on solid ground, you know. Like, you'd just be swaying your legs back and forth. It's not really the same thing. Anyway, here's where I'm going. Am I stupid? Once again, the answer might surprise you. Oh, what the hell? What? All right, then. That was an enemy. Yeah, I remember seeing one of those before, and that was, I didn't actually get a good look at it before. Didn't realize that the Hiss were, like, literally demons. What? Yeah, that's a... Huh. Interesting. That enemy that becomes trivial if you have the shield? Yeah, well, it's pretty trivial even if you don't have the shield. So now what? Why is... I guess it's to ship it in there. But still. I wonder what this is supposed to do as an object. Got another one of the time reversal cubes around here. Not that I can see. Oh god, what the fuck is that? Is someone fighting a trivial enemy? There are trivial enemies that are still frightening to see. And I don't want you to tell me otherwise. I can't find the other cube for... Oh, there it is. Well, that was easier than I thought, as it turns out. I thought there was going to be an entire puzzle and the like around here, but as it turns out, it just was like looking down into one room. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm a gamer, man. That's why I am very fat, bald, and probably smell bad. Oh, also I play video games. Oh boy. Named dudes. Not well. I just played them. Let's actually see if I can get rid of the big guy first. For you. Oh, come on. This is the weakest throw I've ever seen. Is there any way that I can get through here? No. Not like a great area to be fighting dudes. Doc telling us he looks like peak performance. I want to go like real quick just to see if I can go find that one image of I don't want any subhuman something. Pictures. Picture that I always think of. Nah. Can never find that picture. Some point in time, I mean, it's like certainly I have enough time after the whole loading screen here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go right back in there. Is this game about SCP? Yeah. You want a hint? No, I got it. I got it. I figured it out and took long enough. Here, let's see if there's any new comments on the videos while I'm waiting for this to load still. Just a lot of people telling me that I am playing the messenger wrong. And apparently there were a lot of hidden... Oh, here we go. Okay. Now then. Insert that "you are not a gamer" meme here. I never actually saw that one. I'm sure it's probably stupid. It was over to the right here, and then I went down, or was it across the other way? I do not remember now. Look, I'm going to say right now, I think I can probably be considered a gamer, unfortunately. It's not something I'm proud of, but it is something that's true. How late are you planning on streaming? I don't know, whenever. I want to do like some real progress in this game over this weekend, if not like outright finish it. I don't know how much I have left, but yeesh. I guess this is going to be a thing. Maybe should just go sneak right past him. Let's go. They can't get me. If I... No, well, they can definitely get me if I do that. If any of you don't mind. It was like right down here or something. I'm trying to remember the area that I took. Yeah, oh, no, here. Right. There we are. Just here for the DNA of the soul. The mitochondria? No, that's a powerhouse of the cell. Oh, memes. Of course. How could I forget about my dear friend, Memes? Why, is he here right now? Memes, say something to the nice people at home. I don't know why I set myself up for that and then didn't do anything with it. Because yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go for a couple minutes, so if I don't make it back in time, have a great rest of the stream. Oh, okay, fine. I'll end the stream right now then, because you're leaving.